Hello everyone, it's me, Sarah. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about my pet peeves as a writer. This video is going to really get me irked up. I can just feel it now. These are things which have bugged me, annoyed me, pissed me off to no end, that I have discovered on my very long writing journey, and we're just going to get right into it. Number one is the stupid question, what is your book about? Like, I hate that question. As an introvert, as someone who doesn't like talking to people, who doesn't like talking about herself, like, this question is worse for me. And fair enough, yes, some writers enjoy it and some writers like answering the questions, but how do you explain it? How do you make it sound interesting? And how do you explain your journey as a writer without sounding pretentious or full of it or like you're bragging? I don't like people asking me this question, and it's one of the reasons I hate telling people that I'm a writer, because I'm inevitably going to get that question and I'm inevitably going to have to talk about my work, which I don't want to do. I might just have to make a business card, so when someone asks me about my work, I'm just like, here you go, it's on a business card, and I can just I might do that actually. The second thing that I hate so much is those stupid graphics or lists that go around. You've seen them, okay? 100 words to use instead of blank. Usually it's said. Sometimes you get the lists that say, oh, here's a list of different words that you can use to spice up your writing, and the word will be angry, and then there will be a list of words after it, some of which have different connotations and meanings to the word angry. Like, they've right-clicked and written down all of the synonyms. Like, I hate those lists so much, and people seem to absolutely love them, and I'm like, but they're stupid, they're dumb. I see so many people touting these lists as, oh, this is super helpful with my writing, and oh, I can't wait to use these, and I'm always like, don't do it, please don't do it. But no one listens. It really irks me so much. I hate it. Said is fine. You said, okay? Said is invisible. Said is fine, unless you need to emphasize the way someone is saying something. Okay? Okay. Superiority complexes, which is everywhere in the writing community, and as a writer, it really annoys me. This whole war going on between being traditionally published, self-published, and indie published, with traditionally published looking down upon everyone else like, well, I got here traditionally, you guys suck, you guys don't do all this hard work, or people touting YA as lesser than any other genre just because it's popular, just because kids like it. Come on, let's be honest with ourselves for one, right? The majority of people who read YA are adults. Let's face the facts, okay? So you can stop right there. The way people think that because they write in a certain genre, or write for a certain age group, or get published in a specific way, and they think that they are better than people who do it differently, really irks me, because there is no one way of doing things. Everyone is different, every writer is different, and every journey is different. And being an indie author or a self-published author does not make you any less of a writer than a traditionally published author, because you've all gone and done the freaking hard work of writing a damn book in the first place. Okay? It's, oh, we've all been there. We've all been there. We are currently all there in the same mess of the world of writing, and no one has any right to call themselves better than somebody else because of their beliefs, their opinions, or what they believe is an actual author or not. I just unsolicited critique. No. Unsolicited critique is where you post your work, whether that's on a fan fiction site like AO3 or fanfiction.net, which is what the oldies use, or Wattpad or Tumblr or Twitter or whatever, and someone replies to you with ways that they think it can be improved. They give you critique when you have not asked for it. No, I did not ask you for your damn opinion, so do not give it to me, okay? People seem to have this idea in their heads where if someone posts their work online for public consumption, it's automatically opening up the gates and giving other people permission to judge it and critique it and criticize it, and sometimes being really damn harsh about it. It's like, no, me posting my work online does not automatically give you permission to be a dick, okay? If I ask for people's opinions, if I ask for critique, give it to me in a nice way. Nice critique, constructive criticism, okay, is the only way to go if you're given critique for a writer. Do not give someone critique that they are not looking for, that they are not asking for, that they do not want. People should not be penalised or scared to share their work for fear that someone's going to come along and tear it down without being asked to. So annoying. I hate it. I hate it. How many times am I going to say I hate it in this video? The next thing that really pees me off as a writer are the rules. People who have watched my videos in the past know this. I say this all the time. I hate writing advice when it's touted as something you must do, something you have to do, that is a rule that you must follow, otherwise you are going to be a bad writer. Writing advice is your opinion on how you like your writing to be, or your preference on what you read. It is the difference between someone who likes lots of description and someone who doesn't like lots of description. It's the difference between someone who writes with simple prose or someone who writes with long flowy purple prose. But people like different things, and for those people who go around and you can't use adverbs, you're not allowed, or you have to write every day in order to be a writer, or you can't use said. I'll do whatever the hell I want to do, however the hell I want to do it. Screw your rules. Your rules don't matter to me unless I want them to matter to me. Stop trying to force your opinion, okay? Okay. When are you gonna be done? I hate that phrase. I hate it. I hate it so much. I hear it all the time. I hear it from my father. When are you going to be done with your book? I hear it from my husband. Oh, when's your book going to be finished? When are you going to be done with that? And I'm like, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up. I don't know. Okay? I have no idea. I need to write it. I need to rewrite it. I need to send it off for beta. I need to get it back. I need to revise it based on the beta's comments. Then I need to send it back out for beta, maybe with some critique butters, etc, etc, etc. I do not know. That is the worst possible thing you can say to a writer, bar screwing their work over, okay? No writer ever knows when they're going to be done. It is a pointless question, and it just puts pressure on the writer to get stuff done, which can delve into stress and anxiety and getting burnt out, and nobody wants that. It pees me off to no end when the only thing anybody will ask me about my book or about being a writer is, when are you going to be finished? That is the only thing that people talk to me about my book about, mostly. I hate it. I can't stand it. Like, that's not supportive. That's not nice. It's frustrating, and you need to stop. The next two pet peeves are, funnily enough, but not funnily enough, about beta readers. So we're going to have some fun with this one, because I don't have much good luck with beta readers, and these two next points are why. The first point is the lack of commitment, mostly from beta readers, always from beta readers. What am I saying? So if you have offered to read someone's book in order to give them critique, or in order to give them your opinion on it, actually follow through and read the damn book. You have no idea the amount of times I have sent off my book to beta readers, people who have volunteered their time and said, yes, I want to read your book, and they've not read it. They start reading it and stop, or they don't read it at all, to my knowledge, and I'm left sitting in my house wondering what the hell is going on, why the hell they aren't doing what they volunteered to do, and doubting myself and my work. And don't get me wrong, okay, they're volunteers. Life happens. I understand that. It's not the fact that they're backing out. It's the fact that they're not doing what they said, and they're not communicating to me that they've stopped for whatever reason they need to stop to. They've just disappeared into thin air. I've had 2 beta readers in 4 years I've been revising and sending my work off to them actually contact me and tell me that they need to stop beta reading for me. And I'm fine with that. If you volunteer to beta read and you then find out you don't have the time to, please let the writer know. Don't just drop out of existence. Don't just drop out of thin air, especially if you're freaking acquaintances, okay? It's such a crappy thing to do. My last pet peeve as a writer is tying in with beta readers not being honest. Look, there's this thing about the writing community, okay? It's supposed to be this really tight-knit group where everyone's friends and everyone has a good time and everyone supports each other. And I've heard those lies before, okay? I've had some really good times in the writing community, and I've had some really sucky times in the writing community. It's not all sunshine and daisies. The worst thing about the writing community is this lack of honesty, and whether that is through this sort of unneeded urge to be loyal to your friends or to not hurt someone's feelings, it's frustrating, and I get where people are coming from, okay? If you are beta reading for somebody, I'm sort of guilty of this a little bit myself. I try not to be. If you are critiquing someone's work, most likely as a beta reader, and you don't like it, tell the writer. People have such a fear of getting shot down by writers when they say that their work isn't up to scratch or isn't to their taste. And you know what, fair enough. I know writers can get very, very protective over their work, and I've heard the stories about writers getting angry and pissy at critiquers who critique anything other than fabulousness and perfection. But when I'm looking for critique on my work and I ask a question and all I get was, yeah, it was good, yeah, I liked the characters, yeah, the plot was cool, with nothing else, it's really frustrating, because it's like, are you just ambivalent about the entire thing? Like, you can't tell me what you liked or what you disliked. You can't tell me anything that might help me improve. Like, is my writing that bad? You can't think of anything nice to say? Or is my writing that good that you can't think of anything negative to say? Which I know is a big fat lie, because I know my work. And I know negativity is required. It's so frustrating that we as writers feel that sometimes we can't be honest with each other. And we can't be honest about other people's work for fear of upsetting someone else. We're going to get upset. We're writers. It's tough out there. The faster and quicker that we learn to take criticism and negativity on our works, the quicker and faster we can improve where we are lacking. This inherent need for everybody to keep everyone else happy is just, I get it, I really do, but it peeves me off that people feel they can't be honest without retribution. My tea is cold, not yay. So those were my pet peeves as a writer. Do you share the same pet peeves? Let me know yours down in the comments below, and I'll see you in my next video. Good thoughts and happy writing.